Anyway, go ahead. Well, go ahead, man. You stop filming all this shit like that. Come on, man. You filming too much, man.
Boy.
Come on, man. I need that shit. Let me see that shirt. Let me wipe this shit off my head. Hey, listen, man. Split.
Talk to me.
Talk to me, baby.
I'm over here putting a title on some shit right now.
Listen, man. We got two ladies in the house today. Two beautiful black women. We have Blue sitting over here. She has on look like burgundy red, but her name is Blue. And then we have Bubbles. Would you tell them where y'all from? I mean, wherever y'all representing Tampa, Florida.
I'm from New York.
You know what I'm saying? Born and raised Tampa, Florida.
So what do you claim? You say you from New York, but
yeah, New York, Buffalo.
But
I came
how long
over
you been
here.
in Tampa?
Me, I've been in Tampa for at least 5 years.
Okay, well, you ain't no Tampian then. I ain't got no business talking to you. I'm thinking you a homegirl. That's my homegirl over there. You ain't no goddamn Tampian. No, you ain't no Tampian, man.
That's my city.
I'm sitting up here thinking you from Tampa.
This is my family member, and at the end of the day, long story short,
Yeah,
she from Tampa.
We cousins.
Yeah.
But you ain't a Tampian. Now, that's my homegirl right there. I mean, you're a visitor. You know, you're a tourist.
I'm a visitor.
That's what we used to call them prison tourists. That's a tourist. But how y'all beautiful women doing today, man?
We okay. We
I'm
blessed.
doing good over here getting high.
Okay, that's what's up.
Okay, you gotta start with a blank.
That was all.
Right.
Y'all want to ask me a few questions because y'all done had, situations and stuff like that with guys incarcerated and stuff like that. And a lot of women, they want to know, straight out the horse's mouth. Right. So y'all can ask me a few questions, you know what I'm saying? I might try to answer them to the best of my ability.
Okay.
Let it go, baby. Let it go. You ain't got to be shy in this motherfucker.
We waiting on y'all. We freestyling.
I got a question. Like, when niggas get locked up either in the feds or prison for like 5 years or even longer, like when they get out and y'all have do y'all have multiple women? Like, say for example, you get a lot of females' numbers so they can send you packs.
Yeah.
She laying it on, man.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Is it did you experience that? Have you ever experienced that?
Yes, I have experienced that. You know what I'm saying? And, you got a lot of good women that hold dudes down when they're in prison. And when a dude done a substantial amount of time in prison, and he get out of prison and he fuck on y'all, or he fucking around, y'all take it too personal. And what I mean take it too personal, y'all be like, well, how dare he? Man, that man probably been locked up 5, 10, 15, 20 years of his life, and he with you and he loving on you and he taking care of you. And if he gets some side pussy, yeah, he did wrong, women. He wrong. He shouldn't do all that. He shouldn't do that girl like that. I understand what you're saying.
Right.
But until you sit somewhere for 2 decades of your life or a decade or something like that and you get out of prison, you can't judge nobody like that.
Yeah, you gotta let him get out of the system.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Cause he in heat, basically, what y'all trying to say.
In heat.
Like,
Sound a damn dog or something.
like
Somebody
real
like
shit
heat.
though.
He is a
Like
dog,
when
basically.
niggas get out of jail, you ain't never fuck about 4 to 5 females before you go to the girl that you really want to be with.
I
You
mean,
gotta
even
get it out your
if
system.
Before you go
I mean,
home.
even if he do it, say even if he with his girl, right?
Right.
And he does it during that time. I mean, I think he should be honest with her.
Right.
He should have enough respect for her to be honest. But say if he didn't and he stepped out and she found out that he stepped out, I don't think that should be the beginning of the end of the situation. Because at the end of the day,
he gonna go raw a few times. He got them. He nigga just getting out. He ain't thinking.
That's why our girl go
Nah, I
crazy.
ain't raw dog and shit.
Yeah. Man. We promoting safe sex over here. We ain't raw dog and nothing. Safe sex, man. Safe sex.
This
Man.
nigga been locked up.
You notice, dog, they don't
He
even
gonna flip
have.
up.
Listen, man, you are shitting me. Listen, man, they don't even have, you remember they used to have the whole HIV and AIDS commercials and campaign. You don't even see that shit no more. They act like that shit done went
That's a
somewhere.
goddamn lie, Ronnie.
No, what?
And shit, every time I'm watching goddamn, if I be on, they got HIV, I swear to God,
Okay,
about 3 or 4
okay.
HIV commercials.
The only difference in this generation and the old generation was, I think every man in this room right now got to see what AIDS did to the black community. We saw the skeletons, we saw the souls, we saw they was dying in 2 or 3 years. That was a death sentence then. But now HIV is a life sentence because of the medications and stuff like that. You can damn near live forever.
But
you know what I'm saying? But I don't want it. I don't want the motherfucker.
Do you think the gay...
Because you can live forever.
Like, it's no offense to the gay community and nothing like that, but do you think that's what really started, HIV/AIDS?
No.
Like,
I'm not gonna.
Fucking in the ass, do y'all think...
No. Hold on. I'm not gonna put that on the. I'm not gonna put that on the gay community. Saying now the first person in 1981 to come out with AIDS was a gay white man.
Right.
You're right about that. But I believe that
Who was it?
I don't know exactly who it was, but
Was
I
it
saw
Rock
that.
Hudson?
No, Rock Hudson died, you know what I'm saying, a few years later.
Okay.
But in 81 was the first reported, I think, AIDS case where a white gay man died of it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna say that the gay community put it out. I believe that was the inception of it. But I also think that it was government.
Right.
Because you got to think, people have been living for hundreds and thousands and thousands. Yeah, how does this just pop up out of nowhere? This mysterious disease.
It was actually a biological experiment.
That's like COVID.
And they was targeting
How did
the
COVID
gay
just pop out of
community
here?
at that time because during that time the gay culture was coming out, all them drag queens and shit like
Yeah.
that.
All of it.
Yeah.
This though, you don't think AIDS been around? They just didn't have a name for it.
That
They
is
probably
true.
had. They probably
Been around in the 60s and
but
70s.
it was
Right.
developed inside a laboratory.
But I think really HIV went. The gay community they was the face because the media made them the
Correct.
face.
Right,
But
exactly.
I think it was because you got to think about it. In the 80s, there was a lot of heroin use, a lot
Yeah.
of sharing needles.
You
know
got to
what I'm saying?
think is
A lot of
that
drug use.
it started as a white man gay disease, HIV, and in the end they put it on us. That all niggas got AIDS.
It was an experiment.
You know?
They
Yeah.
can credit
It was
You know,
it.
certain
Certain
parts of
in the
Africa,
laboratory.
you know,
It's
certain
proof.
parts of
You can do
Africa, you
research
got
on it. They
the
created
whole
it in the
tribe might be
laboratory.
infected by this. So
And
they made
use
it
it
seem
for
like that was
population
ours.
control. They want to control a certain population of people.
Now, I'm gonna keep it real with you. Now, later on, the men flip flopping
That caused another issue.
that caused another
Right.
epidemic
Right.
because that's how the black community started. If you think about it, if you look at all the cities that have a high HIV rate, they mostly urban communities with a high black population.
Correct.
I hate to say it, Miami,
Yeah.
Jacksonville. You gotta think about it. Miami, Jacksonville, Orlando are the top 3 cities with the
Yeah.
highest HIV rates
He's right,
Right.
about that.
in America.
He's right about that.
Ooh, Lord.
That's crazy.
Oh, and then you gotta think Atlanta, Jackson, Mississippi, all black. Memphis,
Same thing they did
Baton
with
Rouge,
Tulsa,
New Orleans.
With the Tuskegee experiment.
With
the
syphilis.
Same, the same
Yeah.
motherfucker.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Right.
Yeah.
They did
Big
the
facts.
experiment on
Same
those guys.
thing.
Remember that? Yeah.
Big facts. Big
Same
facts.
thing they did the Indians with the small.
So I was just advised, you know, all women, men,
Big facts.
you know, I ain't gonna sit up here and act like
This
I
shit
ain't
is
never.
experiment.
I ain't gonna sit up here and act like I ain't never slept because I have. You know, I'm
How many
50
times
years
you
old.
slipped, Red?
I ain't gonna say I ain't never slept, man. I have. I'm just keeping it real, man. I have slipped in my life.
Don't beat around the bush. We say how many times did you slip?
Man, I done put my thing on the chopping table a few times, man. I have. I ain't gonna lie. Some of them I ain't proud of. Some of the things I, straight women, of course. You know what I mean? But yeah, I done gambled before. I think we all have.
Yeah.
Whether you was in high school or whether you was in college or whether you was in the hood or whatever, you know, we all done gamble. But now we older and we wiser.
Who phone that is?
You know, we older and we're wiser now. You know what I'm saying? So we make better choices. And I ain't an advocate for nothing like that right there. I ain't saying that. I'm just saying that for me to have lived through that, and I remember the times of the HIV and the AIDS epidemic and what it did to the community. I got friends and family that passed from it. So when I was in prison, when I was in federal prison, and I was actually testing and stuff like that, because they running all that stuff on you like that right there. Was I a little nervous? You damn right when I first went in. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it real. I was.
That means your driving license when you
I
need
ain't
that
gonna lie.
motherfucker.
Okay, I was.
I was too.
Okay, I was. I was a little
That
nervous.
means your driving license. You get that
Was you in
motherfucker back
prison
like.
around COVID time or no?
Yes, I was in prison.
Was it hard times, you know? Or
Listen,
like-
they locked the prisons down in all the prisons in the Fed when COVID came. They locked us down for damn near 9 months out of that year. And I was always the one against the COVID test because I thought the government was trying to shoot something into me, like what the fuck is like, bitch,
Right.
like y'all might be putting AIDS in me for all I know. I don't know.
No, that
Yeah,
was
And I had my
they
own
were
theories.
giving us COVID.
Listen,
Shit.
yeah, exactly.
They were
So
giving you
listen.
COVID.
So listen, I'm gonna tell you some real shit. So I ended up in 2020, probably end of 2020, 2021, a lot of niggas in the unit had got sick. Cause I noticed I had started missing niggas and shit. I'm like, where the fuck this nigga at? Where the fuck this nigga come down? I'm going from room to room, niggas in that bitch in the bed shaking. But we trying to keep it away from the police because we know that if the police find out, they gonna quarantine this motherfucking unit, they gonna lock us down.
Exactly.
But it's in bad shape. The unit in bad shape. We got about 14 dudes in this unit that's in the bed. So anyway, the police end up catching riff of it, whether it's a rat in there told them or whatever, but they locked us down. I'm in that bitch, dog, for 3 days, my nigga. I start getting my throat itching and shit. And listen, I'm sweating that night in the bed. I'm like, what the fuck? Anyway, make a long story short, I end up catching COVID, bro, for 11 days. So the police came around and the nurses, right? The whole time, now I'm against this COVID shot shit. Fuck that.
Yeah.
They came around and said, if anybody want to get a COVID shot, put your ID on the glass. They talking about, the little glass right there at the door.
Yeah.
Man, I damn near broke my motherfucking neck jumping up out that motherfucking bed, throwing that nigga. When they came around, I stuck my motherfucking arm out that slot so motherfucking fast, let them crackers inject that shit in me. Whatever y'all want inject in me, and I got a booster. I got a booster shot too, motherfucker. Whatever you go inject in me, go on give me that shit. Because guess what? There's more people dying without COVID than without the COVID shot than motherfucker with it.
Right.
That's a fact.
That's a fact.
More people have died that didn't have the shot. Go on give me that motherfucking shot, man. Because guess what? You gonna take a TB shot. Let me tell y'all about federal prison. Tough guys. This for all the tough guys say that y'all ain't gonna do what them crackers tell you to do. Twice a year, maybe once a year, you're gonna take you're gonna take a TB test. And you have to take it. It's either two ways you can take it. The Muslims made them do this. Either they can do it by x-ray for the TB, or either they inject you. But anytime they give you a TB shot, they injecting something in you because you see your fucking skin, it's a bubble. And you have to take it. Ain't no bucking that. No, ain't no bucket. They gonna lock your ass down. They might beat your ass. But you is not finna walk around no federal prison. These are facts without taking a TB test, bro.
So what
you ain't gonna do it?
How they do the X-ray?
That I don't know. I always try to figure that shit out because the Muslims, I want to say the Muslims started that because of something dealing with religion or something like that, as far as them injecting something. I don't know the facts of that, but I know that they can X-ray you too with the whole TB thing. But they're gonna lock your ass up too. Then we're gonna lock you up until we get your ass down here to this X-ray.
That's just fucked up.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I tried to buck that motherfucker. I told him, man, they say that I can't take it again.
No, you can't buck it.
Yeah.
Niggas talking about a COVID test. What about the TB? Twice a year, probably once or twice a year, everybody in the federal prison is gonna take a TB test, and they're gonna inject. It's gonna be a chemical, and they're gonna put it in your arm, bro. They're gonna put it in your arm, bro.
You gotta come back and they're gonna test.
You can't buck it. The toughest niggas, I don't care how tough you is, I don't give a fuck. Big Meech taking a TB test. Shout out to Big Meech. Meech taking a TB test twice a year, man. Am I lying?
No, you ain't lying.
Am I lying, dog?
I don't know about twice a year, but I know about once.
At least once a year. Yeah, I mean, I ain't even say twice, but I actually went years where they did it one time, and I went years where they did it twice. Yeah.
So my question is for you: do you have any beliefs like you know how people believe like Muslims or they do that little like voodoo and shit, like Haitian people? Cause I'm Haitian and Puerto Rican, and my auntie she do like that voodoo shit. You feel me? So my question is to you: do you believe in God, or do you have your own God you believe in?
I ain't gonna say too much that I'm a religious person, but I'm definitely a spiritual person.
Right.
And I pretty much go on the values that my grandmother taught me, which is if I had to go anywhere, it would be Christianity.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I don't even get too deep into that. I just pray to God. Whenever I pray to God. You know what I'm saying? And I don't rank anybody's religion, whatever they believe in. If you Muslim, if you Buddha, if you Christian, I don't care. I don't rank it. More power to you. Whatever makes you a better person.
Okay.
You got some questions? You
Right.
sitting over there real damn quiet. Don't be acting shy up in here. Don't act shy. You got some questions. Okay, don't be sitting up here acting boo.
Okay. No, I'm good.
Get your little
You ever dated a guy in jail and you helped him down or anything like that?
Me, no. I got the opposite. He paid for a lawyer for me.
See,
Oh, he-
My shit.
Oh,
And
paid
he
for-
was in jail.
he paid for your
Oh,
lawyer.
he was in jail and he paid for
Yeah.
it? Okay.
See,
So,
me on the other
What you was in
hand,
jail for?
Me, just dumb shit, I was in the wrong place, wrong time. So it's like, there was shit going on around it. So, I was there at the corner store and they couldn't catch nobody. So they just got me.
Well, me on the other hand, I have a baby father that recently passed last year, December 11th, and his anniversary
We sorry to hear
just
that. We
came
send our
up.
condolences to the families. Let's say
Thank
that
you.
first.
And I have a baby boy from him that's 5
Let me
months.
see.
And I held him down because he been in and out of jail. Don't get me wrong. He
Let me
ain't
see this
perfect or anything like that. But I held him down while he in and out of jail, paying probation off for 3 years straight. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like I'm the actual person that really was there for him. Even though we fight, like we human beings. We fight, yeah, we toxic, but we love each other. You feel me? But I held him down. And one time in the morning, like around 8 or 9 in the morning, we was arguing because I seen some shit I ain't like in his phone.
What you saying?
I seen him texting like another girl. It was old. It was like before he moved in with me because he was living with his mama. But knowing me, I still went off on him and shit, and we fought about it. But he walked outside, long story short, and we was arguing outside. Then I seen his uncle call him across the street because his uncle stay across the street from us, or whoever that is to him. But long story short, I walked into the house after we was arguing, and I closed the door. After I closed the door, he was outside. When he mad, he take walks. He on an ankle monitor, so he can't go far. So when he went to the stop sign on Lombard and 11th Street, I heard gunshots. So when I heard the 5 shots, I ran outside completely. When I ran outside, all I seen him was just laid out on the floor. That shit literally destroyed me. And now to this day, like, I got people commenting, making it seem like I set him up because of how we was arguing, you feel me? But I've been with this boy for 3 years, and I got a son from him. Ain't no way in hell I would put that man through a crossfire, or put anybody in a crossfire. My mama raised me better than that, you feel me?
Right.
So for me to experience other people, you know what I'm saying, selling out or talking this shit, talking about somebody set him up, y'all don't really know me. Y'all don't know, like, what we've been through, like, behind closed doors. So I just let them people talk their shit, because at the end of the day, if them people knew I was a suspect, if they knew, like, oh, you feel me? Because I told them what happened from A to B, you feel me? So, like, if they knew I had something to do with it, they would have locked me up or took me, you know what I'm saying, took me in. But my thing is, I have a lot of respect for his family, like, even though we've been through ups and downs. I have a lot of respect for his family. She actually got my son right now. She watching my son right now.
So you saying that somebody killed him with an ankle monitor on?
Somebody killed him while he was on house arrest. And we still don't know who it is. Like, we're still looking for the killer. Like, he got shot in his back twice and one in his chest. Like, he got shot from behind. So whoever shot him, they shot him from behind when he was turned around.
Did they rob him?
No, they didn't rob him, nothing. They just shot him. And I'm so confused because it's like, it's a Sunday morning, early as hell. Who the fuck thinking about shooting somebody at, you know what I'm saying? Right. So I felt like either it was somebody watching us or something like that. Like I told the officers and everybody, like, even though he was on house arrest, he had friends that's in the gang and shit like that, whatever. I ain't trying to speak on none of that. But you feel me? They come, even though he on house arrest, they come, they chill him, they put him on shit like that. And if y'all repping this so-called whatever it is, bitch, it's people that got other beef with people. That, of course, they gonna take it out on somebody that's a part of that. You feel me? Like, that's how I feel. And that's what I told them. So it cleared out. My name cleared out. Everything is all good. But I just felt like I had to talk about that because one thing about it, I always help my nigga down from the jump. Bitch, I ain't had no job. Bitch, we over here. He helping me pay rent on house arrest and all.
Correct.
Selling, doing whatever the fuck he got to do to help me out. We helping each other out. We holding each other down like Bonnie and Clyde, baby.
That's right.
So all that shit there, when people talk about, oh, she this and she do this, she set him up. No, baby, no. They don't know shit about me.
Have you been able to find another man like that since then?
No, to be honest, I ain't really been looking for no relationship because I just want to do me right now. I just want to be a single mama, take care of my son, and just prosper. Like, I'm on better achieving shit, you feel me? I am trying to get out the hood. I'm trying to do better shit for my son.
That's right.
You feel me? And I'm going to let my son know his daddy was a good father. Best to believe that. Even though he ain't never get to meet him, I will let him know that his daddy was a good father. And I know it's other people out here that will let him know too as well. Hey, we all make mistakes, but baby, one thing about it, we love each other.
Hey, condolences to your baby father.
Yes,
I gotta ask you this.
Yeah.
What made you go through the phone?
You know what's
Why do
crazy?
y'all young
Yeah, I wanna
listen,
know
let me
why
ask you this
y'all do
question. Why do